guys. Let's get this thing started. And the Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give out of the gun. And this home team defense is now rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lockwood. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
They don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
He's moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He's going for it all. He's got it up to 30. There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on that second down.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback...
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The short hand, it's Branch. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was
intercepted for the 11th time this season.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The give to the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking for a crease, it's Valentine. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route, does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Under fire. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lockwood. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter. Change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now on first down from the 28. With the catch, it's Branch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw again. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds space on the right. Breaks into the open. Tight windows, no problem 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead, you want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. A quick pass to the left. There he goes. Brought down at the 37, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab. It's Smith. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Lockwood. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Floating away. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, So many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside the 25. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Why not trying to get it in? They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wants to return it. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw. Got his man to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Extending the play. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
You got to give the defense credit here, because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Stands in and takes the hit. Snatches it on the right. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I don't don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone cover.
Touchdown, Boilermaker! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After the touchdown, if they can get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Perry. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Snags it on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Harris. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Valentine. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. I I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Makes a grab down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Valentine. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Oh, they're after him. He got him. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a...
Big guy tries to barrel in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit 000s in a captivating game today in the American. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. At the 35, he's got room. Hits the afterburners. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll try the left side. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Pressure coming. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And that just about does it.